Hello everyone, good day to all. I welcome you all for today's online live classes. I am Pushpashri, faculty of Bhatt and Bhatt Tutorials. I'll be handling mathematics for Navodaya, Sainik as well as RMS School entrance exam. So well my dear students, in the last session we have studied the chapter of ratio and proportion and there we have discussed some of the problems. And in today's session, let us move on to the further part of the same chapter, ratio and proportion. If possible, let us wind off the chapter today. Okay. So we have solved around 14 problems, and if you people have missed those problems, please go through the description box and watch your previous class videos. So well, let's move on to today's session. We'll be starting on with the 15th question. Have a look into the question number 15. If the cost of 6 kg sugar is rupees 90, comma, the cost of 8 kg sugar is the cost of 8 kg sugar is. Students, see to the question and understand what they are asking in the question actually. They are telling for 6 kg of sugar, the cost is around 90 rupees, and if you are buying 8 kg of sugar, what will be your cost? So let us write that in the form of ratio. For 6 kg, it is 90 rupees. Therefore, then for 8 kg, how much rupees they are asking? This is how you will write. 6 is to 90, it is proportionate to 8 is to x. So now what you will do? 6 by 90, which is equal to 8 by x is equal to cross multiplication 90 into 8 divided by 6, x is equal to 720 divided by 6, and 6 ones are 6, 6 2s are 12, 0. So therefore 8 kg sugar cost is rupees 20. Make a note now. So fine students, hope you all copied the 15th one. Let me go with the 16th one now. Have a look into your 16th question. So the 16th question, it's like this. How many days will will 12 men take to do 12 men take to do a piece of work if 10 men do the work in 24 days. Do the work in 24 days. So got the question now? Look into the question what they are telling. How many days does 12 men will start working? So 12 men will take to do one piece of work. How many days does 12 people will take to make only one piece of work? In the same way, those piece of work is being done by 10 men do the same work in 24 days. So there is one piece of work. To do that piece of work, we have 10 people, and that 10 people are taking 24 days. In the same way, if we consider 12 men instead of 10 men, how many days will they take? Students, whatever the problems that we have solved till now, it's all of direct proportion. So these are the problems based on inverse proportion. So these problems are based on inverse proportion. Make a note. It is a inverse proportion. Indirectly they will be asking some of the questions, though that we are going to call it as inverse part. So they are first what we have to do. 12 men we are having and 10 men we are having, and the 12 men are taking 24 days, sorry, 24 is to x. Look into the question now. So what in the question they are actually telling and what it is that how many days will 12 men, first you will take down the men and do a piece of work, and the 10 men, first you will take a man aside and you will take the work aside. Okay. So we all know these two are men and these two are, what is that, working days. These are working day. So what I can do now, I can take the product values, extreme values and the mean values. So we all know 12 is to 10, double is to 24 is to x. In this 12 into x will give you the product of the mean values. So these are the mean values, these are the extreme values. We all know that. So the further steps I'll continue over here. So 12 into x, which will be equal to 10 into 24. So where 12 into x will be equal to 12x. So 10 into 24 is nothing but, as it is I'll write 10 into 24, or 10 into 24 it's nothing but 240. I'll just write it as 240. X is equal to 240 by 12. So therefore x is equal to 12 2s are 24. So 20 is your answer. So here we can see here mean values will be equal to extreme values as per the rule. So 10 into 24 it's nothing but 240. But when I found out the value of x, I got 20, isn't it? Now if I multiply 20 into 12 or 12 into 20, 0, 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, it is also 240. So the answer is correct. In the place of x, if you put 20 and if you multiply these two extreme values and if you multiply the mean values, the answer that you are going to get should be a correct answer. That means the similar answer. So if you are getting the similar answer, then your problem is right. Make a note. So fine, hope you all copied the 16th problem. Now I'll go with the 17th problem. Have a look into the question number 17th now. Question number 17th, it's like this. What must be added to? What must be added to each term of the ratio, each term of the ratio 49 is to 38 so that it becomes 3 is to 4. It becomes 3 is to 4. So this is your question. Have a look into the question. What you have to add for each of the term, that is for 49 and 38, so that your ratio will become 3 is to 4. That's your question. So let us add x. So let us add x for each term now. So that is 49 plus x divided by 38 plus x, which will be equal to, how much you have to get the answer? 3 is to 4. It is nothing but 3 by 4. Students, do the cross multiplication now. 4 into 49 plus x, which is equal to 3 into 38 plus x. So 4 into 49 will give you 196 plus 4x, which will be equal to 38 3s are 204 plus 3x. Now take down the values aside, x parts aside, that means 4x minus 3x, which will be equal to 204 minus 196. So 4x minus 3x is nothing but just x. So 204 minus 196 is nothing but 8. So what must be added for each of the terms? That is 8. So that the ratio will become 3:4. Make a note. So fine. Hope you all copied this. Now let me go with the next problem, the 18th problem. Have a look into the 18th problem now. The question number 18, look into the question. Speed of one bus is, speed of one bus is 80 kilometer per hour and other is 60 kilometer per hour and other is 60 kilometer per hour. What is the ratio of the speed? Full stop and continue. What is the ratio of the speed? What is the ratio of the speed of two buses? So we are having two buses here and one bus is running 80 kilometer for 1 hour. So in 1 hour one bus will reach 80 kilometer and the another bus within an hour it will reach 60 kilometer. So then what is the ratio you have to find out? To find out, it's the easiest step, 80 divided by 60. So now 0 will get cancelled, 2 4s are 2 3s are 4 by 3. So therefore they are asking the ratio is 4:3. Make a note. So hope you all copied. Let me go with the next one, the 19th question. Have a look into the 19th question. If P is to Q, which is equal to 3:4 and Q is to R, which is equal to 8:9, then find P, Q, R. Then find P is to Q is to R. Okay, so this is your question. So as we all know, we use the symbol P is to Q is equal to 3:4 and Q is to R, which is equal to 8:9. Use the symbol of this. Okay, you all know this, isn't it? So 3 into 8. So therefore P is to Q is to R, which is equal to find the value of P will do 3 into 8. To find the value of Q will do 8 into 4. To find the value of R will do 4 into 9. So now again if I substitute, I will get 24 is to 32 is to 36. But in the options you have the first option 9:8:4, the second option 6:8:9, the third option 8:9:4 and the option D 6:8:8. So now further it can be done, right? 4 6s are 24 and 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36. So now option B is the correct answer. Make a note. Hope all of you completed. Let me go with the 20th problem. Have a look into the 20th problem now. Problem number 20. You can just go through that. Find the ratio between 20 paise and 3 rupees. 20 paise and rupees 3. So this is your question. So before moving on to the solution, rupees 3 they have given. So we have to take the ratio of 20 paise. So since 3 rupees, can we convert that into paise? 1 paise is equal to, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, isn't it? So 100 into 3, which is equal to 20 paise. So that is 300, which is equal to 20, that is 300 paise and 20 paise. So therefore, we can make a ratio of 20 by 300. 0, 0 will get cancelled. So this is 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2 fives are 1 by 15. So if I write in the ratio, it will become 1:50. Make a note. So fine, hope all of you completed the 20th question, and this is your 7th question which we had left it out, and since the question was wrong, we haven't worked out over that. So the 7th question I'll be working out here again. You can all have a look into the 7th question now. So this was a repeated one. Okay. So the question there is a mistake. You can make a note that what must be added to each term of the ratio, added to each term of the ratio 7:13, full stop and continue, so that the ratio becomes 2:3. The ratio becomes 2:3. So what you will be adding for those two terms so that your ratio will be 2:3? This is your question. So let us add x now. So let us add x. So what is the problem that you are having? 7 and 13. So 7 plus x, 13 plus x, which should be given you as an answer of 2/3. Do the cross multiplication now. That is 2 into 13 plus x, which will be equal to 3 into 7 plus x. So 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26 plus 2x, which will be equal to 21 plus 3x. Now take down the x's aside. So that is 3x minus 2x, which will be equal to 26 minus 21. So therefore x is equal to 5. So this is your answer for those questions. Make a note.